With Port City Colombo being the talk of the town, the synergy between visionary developments and banking support is of great importance. Today we're here at the Bay One Sales Gallery to discuss about the synergy between ICC and the Hatton National Bank. And for this discussion, I'm joined by Mr. Kanchana Karunagama, Senior Vice President and Head of Retail Banking at HNB. We also have with us Mrs. Sanjeevani Sumanasekaran, Relationship Manager for Foreign Currency Deposits at HNB. And also we have with us Mr. Namal Piris, the Managing Director of ICC. Welcome. All right, so I'd like to start off with Mr. Namal. Now my first question to you is, now how important has the partnership between ICC and banks such as HNB been in positioning Bay One Residences Colombo as a trusted investment opportunity?
Thanks, Naveksha. I think it's a very, very important question you started with. We also believe a lot on the trust. ICC being in the real estate industry since 2000, I think all this while 26 years of journey purely dependent on the trust, because investors, for them to invest, they need the trust. So during this last 26 years, we have not let them down. We have delivered what we promised. We have delivered on time, and we have delivered much more than what they have expected. So when you count a lot on the trust, your partners also, you expect the same trust. So in real estate, the investors invest and we do the development. But the transaction happens through a bank. So the customer, whatever the investment they do will be done through the bank. So we were very keen that we have a trusted bank so that the entire process can be trusted by the investors. So that is why we selected HNB to be our partner, because they have been with us for a long time and we have been partnered in many projects. So we thought and we strongly believe that they are the real banking partner, because their tagline also says, the partner in progress. So we want to progress. So we have found the real partner, and they have all the skills. They are stable, they are strong, and their security systems, all that we can rely on with all that. And they have the expertise in dealing with real estate transactions. So those are the reasons why we rightly selected HNB as our banking partner.
As your partner in progress.
As our partner in progress, yeah.
Next, I'd like to move on to Mr. Kanchana. Now, from a banking perspective, what makes Port City Colombo an important investment destination as of today?
Yes, Naveksha. I think as a country, we were really had a lot of hopes about Port City. We were talking about Port City for a very long time. So if I mention few expectation as a country in a bigger picture, so the first thing comes to my mind is the FDI. We really expecting a lot of foreign direct investment through this Port City. Then also we really like to change our economic combination, which we were really used to certain traditions. We really want to get certain investments as a country, and then expand the economy of Sri Lanka. Then moving further this is Colombo. So we really like to see Colombo as a developing hub. And also, I mean, now we see that it has changed the Colombo landscape as well. And if I go further, we know that a project in this nature will eventually come up with a lot of job opportunities. So those are the few which comes to my mind. But to answer your question proper, as a bank, why we are important, why this is important and important to HNB as well, is the first point which I mentioned, it is FDI. So as a bank, we really accommodate all these investments by way of facilitating. We facilitate by way of account opening and the rest of the activities as bank. So what comes to my mind right now is the IIA account. Probably Sanjeevani may explain further when we move on. So that's the biggest area that we looked from this. Then the other point comes to my mind is I talk about the employment opportunities. So this port city is expected to generate a minimum of 140,000 high-end jobs. That's what the projection is. So we know that it's a good category, good caliber of people that we can facilitate, we can bank with. Because this segment, we have already facilities at the retail segment, especially can accommodate their request and probably move on with them. It's not only in rupee terms, probably they'll be mostly paid in foreign currencies as well. So we are ready to accommodate that as well. So broadly, I would like to mention that these are the two broader reasons that we really see as a bank as an opportunity, and very soon you'll see HNB will also in this port city.
Of course. Now, since you spoke about the IIA accounts, I'd like to move my attention to Mrs. Sanjeevani. Tell us now, for foreign investors and even for Sri Lankans living overseas, how straightforward is this process of opening and managing IIA accounts?
Actually, IIA account is the best path to invest in Sri Lanka, because people have fear. They think when they invest in Sri Lanka, they won't be able to repatriate it. The reason is when they send money, remit money in different ways, it can happen. But if you open an IIA account, inward investment account, that is the path we have. Actually, Central Bank has given guidelines to open this IIA and remit funds via IIA and purchase an apartment. So different investments can be done with one IIA. And also, it's not a huge process like many complicated things. You can, for foreign nationals, they can submit the application what we give them, and also a photocopy of the passport and a bank reference letter. So an individual person can open this IIA account with it. So why I'm explaining is, it's not a complicated thing. Even for foreign companies, they can still open an IIA and they can remit funds via this IIA and purchase the apartments or whatever the investments they want to do. And also the best thing is, whatever the returns, and sometimes one fine day when they sell the apartment, still they can repatriate the capital amount and the profit. So I think with that, Sri Lanka has allowed all these opportunities for foreign investors, and HNB, we facilitate all that. We have expertise, we have all the expertise knowledge on opening this IIA, and we can advise the customers as well.
Indeed, wonderful. So now, since we are clear on how easy it is to open and manage an IIA account, I'm coming back to Mr. Nama now. Bay One operates within a USD-denominated environment, and now how does this financial structure strengthen this particular project's appeal to both the local and foreign investors?
Now, as Kanchana rightly said, the recent past, we as a country, we struggle a lot purely because we didn't have FDIs. So the main objective of developing the port city is to bring in investment into the country. So that is the main purpose. So I think they have done the right thing, because this is not the first time in the world. There are similar planned cities facing the sea and the marinas done in developed countries, in Dubai, in Singapore, in Malaysia. So we have done the right thing. So Sri Lanka lead foreign currency. Even week or 2 weeks ago, you have seen the repercussions of a difference between dollars coming in and going out. So it is a timely thing. So we are very happy for taking part in such a approach and exercise, at least to do our contribution to the country. And so far it is really fruitful and very successful. So we are as our part of the objective, we have to sell I think more than 50% of our sales to foreigners, either Sri Lankans living abroad or foreigners, and bring in US dollars or foreign currency into the country. So far we have been very successful. So in that sense, again, we have to partner with a bank, because especially when you are dealing with foreigners, you know the impression many foreigners have about Sri Lanka. So that impression got to be corrected, a good outlook to be given to Sri Lanka, and as Sanjeevani rightly said, there should be professional, legal, compliant path for the money to come in and money to go out. So all that we have been able to do by partnering with HNB. So we are really happy. I think we have done the justice to the country at the right time, where the country needs foreign currency.
Going back to Mr. Kanchana now, he spoke about the trust you need when it comes to long-term investments. Now, HNB as a bank, how do you see the potential, the long-term growth potential of development projects like Bay One Residences Colombo?
Yes, since 1996 we have been involved in home loan as a product. So it's over decades. So from that point onwards, whilst the product is maturing, we are also seeing a lot of developments happening in this country. We were kind of dealing with almost all the top-end developers, as well as some of the new coming developers as well. So over a period, we have seen a tremendous progress in this area. So we are really happy and as a reputed bank to get into this kind of a product and to serve our customers their needs. So it's a win-win situation for both the developer and the plus the bank as well, because we'll be benefited with the housing loan and the client gets the residence, and the developer is also happy with their project being a successful completion. So this is a synergy that we were working with many developers. We have been excelling to a very good extent. And to mention about ICC, I think our history goes pretty long and probably over 2 decades, like the history of the company. We started as in a very small scale, partnering and progressing together, as in our logo and the kind of progressing together. So it's becoming pretty easy for us to work with a developer like ICC, because now that we are talking very much about the housing and the development projects, but before that, they were our corporate customers. So we have a very long relationship, as I mentioned to you. That bonding relationship has been there from the day one up to now, with progressing, as I mentioned to you, in a very fruitful manner. So we all are happy. I don't think that if both are in the same line, you won't be survive for a long time. But our relationship is getting strong and stronger, that I would like to mention here. And also we see how both are progressing, as I mentioned to you, because we are the part in progress. So we try to progress not only the bank, but also the other partners as well. From the very first project, housing project, we were involved. We are given many housing loans and the support by way of corporate and the retail advances. So this bond is created in a very stronger manner. So I believe the synergy of these two giant brands, ICC and HNB, will go strength to strength together. And I'd also like to mention something. We have seen, as I mentioned to you at the beginning, we were dealing with many developers from the very inception. But unfortunately, we have seen some are falling by the wayside because probably they are not stable and they are not focused. So one good reason I like to mention is when we speak to our customer, so our customer is probably eventually the ICC customer as well. When we ask them why you pick ICC, so many things they say. One is reliability, the excellence they delivered over a period, the trust they build their journey. So these are kind of things that even a customer right now even looked at. That's sort of a developers also that as a bank we also need, because it's not that we deliver a housing loan. That's not our intention. We like to, and everybody should get benefited. At the end of the day, client should own the house. We have cases which we cannot do, but things like developers like ICC are pretty strong. We're confident. More than us, the customers are confident. So that goes a very long way, and it makes our lives very easy when it comes to, I would say, even the documentation, the legal, to all very clear projects. We look at the project in a very, I would say, a very professional manner. As we all know, the location and the place is really matters in when it comes to marketing. Really look at their projects, the locations, pretty beautiful. The latest being Port City, becoming first to enter here. So it's again an iconic moment. So we were really happy that ICC getting here, and we're really looking forward to hold hands with ICC and to get into Bay One in a very stronger manner and deliver something exceptional to our clients.
Indeed, proven results and trusted excellence, that's what you get to it. ICC, my final question to Mrs. Sanjeevani is, now this is more or less for the foreign investors, the overseas investors. Now, if you could tell us about the role and the importance of IIA accounts in Sri Lankan real estate investments, particularly in facilitating secure fund transfers and also the repatriation of overseas investors like you mentioned earlier.
Yes, actually when you invest for IIA, that is the investment account we have introduced, actually Central Bank has introduced. You can open in 15 designated currencies at the moment. So people have different options, and when they invest in the developers, they can repatriate funds. So one fine day they can sell this apartment for a higher amount. So people actually think, how can we repatriate the gain? That is also permitted. When you invest via IIA, that is the best option you have. And also IIA can be opened in Sri Lankan rupees as well. In case if they want to make any payments, that also can be done. If they rent out the apartment, they can bring the rent also into this account, credit the rent into this account in LKR, and that can be converted to foreign currency as well. So this is the only account you can open. This is the only foreign currency account you can open even in LKR. Whatever the funds remitted through IIA foreign currency, converting to LKR also convert back to foreign currency as well. So that's another option. And when they sell, as I said, the apartment with the capital and the gain also can be repatriated. At that time, you have to get the clearance. It's a matter of sending an email. Then with that, we can send the money back to their country.
All right, thank you very much for that insight as well. Thank you very much once again for joining us today, though we come to the conclusion of this insightful conversation. Thank you very much, Mr. Kanchana, Mrs. Sanjeevani and Mr. Nama for joining us today. We'll see you on another episode of many insights like this, keeping in mind that One Residences Colombo is your next best investment opportunity.